All right, guys. So today is Thursday, September 30th, the last day of September, and we are going to be working on Unit 1, Week 5, Thursday, which is going to be the week review, comprehension practice test, and selection test review, our Google Classroom classwork digital trifold. And then I'm not going to explain the 5 things because you should know what to do. If you look at Monday's video, and I showed you guys yesterday how to do that, you can scroll to the end. I believe it was like at minute 18. You'll see how I take your spelling and vocabulary test. You'll see how to play the games in Connect Ed McGraw-Hill Wonders for your grammar and mechanics. And then you'll see on Monday also how to do a sample of your selfie writing with 4 to 6 sentences. Make sure your selfie writing is completed by today. You don't need to turn it in, but it must be completed by today for this week's. I believe it was on the llama, something about a llama, I believe. Okay, so let's go ahead and first we're going to do our Google Classroom classwork digital trifold. When I say week review, all I mean is I want you guys to go through some of the strategies and skills that we learned throughout the week. I also want you guys to go back and see, is there anything that you did not do? Did you not do reading your family's work? Did you not do your turn pages? Did you not do your CRC? Well, you might say, well, Ms. Park, you told us that we don't have to do it. That's true. However, if you find that you have time on Thursdays to get it done, then that is a great time for you to do it, because even though it might be optional work, it's still going to help you guys become better and in ELA, and it's going to help you guys become more fluent in all of the things that we do in second grade. All right. So what I'm going to start with is our digital trifold. I'm going to go to Google Classroom. Now, I don't have it open, but I do have it bookmarked. So if I click on that bookmark, it takes me there right away. Okay, now I'm going to click on classwork. I'm going to scroll to ELA, and then the second one and under ELA is going to say Wonders ELA Digital Trifold on Thursdays. Everyone go ahead and click on that now. I'm going to give you guys 10 seconds to get there. I'm going to pause the video. All right, so once you get there, you're now going to click on your digital trifold, your Google Slides, and it's going to open. Once you're there, you're going to find the story that we're reading this week. So the story that we're reading this week is called Families Working Together. Okay. So if you don't remember what it looks like, you can open up your book and find the story. But you're going to notice that these backgrounds are going to change colors. So red was week 1, blue, orange was week 2. This green color was week 3. One, two, three. This yellow color was week 3. And then, wait, hold up. Red was week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Green was week 4. And then blue is week 5. Okay. Don't worry about what it says down here. It just was never fixed. So just look for the story that we read this week. We're working on families working together. The genre was expository text, informational text. And then the essential question was, how do we care for animals? So look for this one, and then you're going to go to the next one. All right. So if you haven't deleted any slides, you might be on, actually, I think we did delete a slide though. So just look for the one that says reading comprehension, explain one of Mary's jobs on the farm. It should be around slide 13, 14, or 15. So look for this slide, okay? I'm going to pause the video so that you guys have some time to get that. All right, so explain one of Mary's jobs on the farm. So in order to know what one of Mary's jobs is, we need to go back and we need to reread the story. That is a comprehension skill that you guys need to practice using. So to find the story, if you don't have your big book, remember it's in your big book, your literature anthology book with the 2 swordfish. You're going to scroll down. I'm in the wrong website again. I need to go to my .org account. 1 second, guys. Okay, scroll down, and then you're going to hit at the bottom. It's going to say McGraw-Hill. McGraw-Hill. So once you click McGraw-Hill, you're going to sign in, and then Wonders, luckily, I believe it just shows up on your screen. But whenever you go to science, you have to actually physically click on the OISP one. Okay, so I already have it. Once you click on your book, you're going to click on read.
Read.
And then you're going to find the story that we read yesterday, Families Working Together. Yes, I would like you guys to also go through and do this, unless you have your big book in front of you, because I want you guys to practice knowing how to find the answers to things.
How does a family farm work? It's 3:45 a.m. on Tuesday. Mary Gelder is ready for work. She and her mom drive many miles from their farm in Michigan to Chicago. They sell fruits and vegetables at a farmer's market. Customers visit their farm stand to buy fresh food. I love seeing who will eat the food my family works hard to grow, Mary says. After a long day, the Gelders return home. They do it all again on Saturday. But their work does not stop there. Each day they do many chores. The family plants, waters, and picks fruits and vegetables.
So let's see if we can find our answer in that. Explain one of Mary's jobs on the farm. Maybe they plant, water, and pick fruits and vegetables. Ooh, there's also one of here. It says it starts out, one of Mary's jobs is to. So let's read this one.
One of Mary's jobs is to care for the chickens. Her brothers repair trucks and tractors. They check farm tools such as shovels and drills. Mary's mom, Renee, takes care of money and workers.
So I'm going to pause it there because we heard what one of Mary's jobs was. One of Mary's jobs is to care for the chickens. Now, if you write something different, like she plants things, she waters things, that's fine. However, this one seems like it's the best answer because it starts out, explain one of Mary's jobs on the farms. Now, you can write complete sentences. I recommend it. However, I know that some of you guys are still working on your typing. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to write an incomplete sentence. Cares for the chickens. Now, and then what I'll do right now is I'm going to click and drag the whole thing, and I'm going to make it bigger so you guys can see it. Now, if you're a fluent writer, I want you to practice writing complete sentences. When you get into older grades, some of your teachers are going to require you to have complete sentences, or else they're not going to give you credit. So it's good to practice that. However, I know some of you guys are still working on your sounds and your letters and your spelling. So if you're working on that, you can just write something short. It can be incomplete. It could be not a sentence, not a complete sentence. Okay. So you guys should all be doing this right now. Everyone should be on their computers. If I were to go on GoGuardian, I should see all of you guys working on this right now. You might not finish all of them, but it's okay because it's going to be on YouTube and you guys can pause the video and write them on YouTube later. But for now, I need you to follow along. Number 2, describe how the Gelder family works together on their farm. So we also read about that. Each day they do many chores. The family plants, waters, and picks fruits and vegetables. So how do they work together on their farm? They plant, water, and pick vegetables. There were other things that they do, but that's the one that I'm going to give. You guys can give another example because there's many examples in the story. Question number 3. How do you and your family work together to get things done? So this is a making connections one. So you guys aren't going to copy mine unless it pertains to you. So what does my family do to get things done? Well, what I did when I was in 2nd grade was we each had a chore. We each had a job. So I would write, Miss Park would walk the dogs. My brother would take out the trash. My mom would do the dishes. And then my dad would clean and vacuum. Okay, so you don't have, so I know that they're kind of like complete sentences, but I'm not going to write periods because this is not requiring complete sentences right now. So I'm just giving some ideas of how we would work together. So by us working together, our house is clean, our dog is taken care of. So what does your family do to get things done around your house? Maybe you do the dishes. Maybe your mom takes out the trash. Maybe your grandparents water the plants. How do you guys help out around the house? And you're going to write it there. Okay. All right. I'm going to move on to the next page. So if you did not finish, you can pause the YouTube video and you can do it on your own. Actually, I'll give you guys a few seconds to do it right now. All right, grammar, expanding and combining sentence. Use and to combine and rewrite each pair of sentences. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna combine the sentences, Alex sat down and Max sat down. So Alex, and then instead of writing and Max sat down, I'm gonna write Alex and Matt sat down. The reason why I'm combining them that way is because even though the subjects are different, Alex and Matt, the predicates are the same. What did they do? They both sat down. So instead of writing Alex sat down and Matt sat down, I'm going to combine them and make it a shorter sentence, which is sometimes a good thing. And we're going to write Alex and Matt sat down. Emma wanted pizza. Gracie wanted pizza. Again, the predicate is the same. They both wanted pizza. So I'm going to write Emma and Grace wanted pizza. And remember, you can actually, if you triple click, so click 3 times, 1, 2, 3, you'll be able to highlight everything that you just wrote to make it bigger if you'd like. And then, or you can click and drag. Okay, next one. Gage asked for water. I asked for water. Okay, it looks like, okay, Russell, I just realized what happened. So a parent just messaged me right now. Oh, here, let me pause. Okay, so Gage and I asked for water because Gage and you are the predicate, I'm sorry, subjects. You guys are who the sentence is about. And what you guys did, the predicates is asked for water, and you guys both did the same thing. Okay, the last part of our time, or of our this part, and then we're gonna go over your tests for tomorrow, is gonna be structural analysis possessives. Write the correct possessive in the box. I studied at my friend's house. What is the possessive? Friend's house. You're gonna do apostrophe S. What are his parents' names? So his parents, actually, because there's more than one parent, the plural is actually parents. So the apostrophe is going to have to go after the S. I know that's a little confusing. So let me try and explain it again. So when the noun of who something belongs to is singular, it's just one person. Like, whose house are you going to? Oh, my friend's. But what's your friend's name? Oh, my friend's name is Billy. It's just one friend. So because it's only one friend, you would just write friend and then apostrophe S to show us that it belongs to your friend. That house belongs to your friend. Now, what are his parents' names? So now this boy, he has 2 parents. He has maybe a mom and a dad, maybe a mom and a mom, maybe a dad and a dad. So because he has 2 parents, it's going to be plural. How many parents do you have? I have 2. Okay, so that's more than one. So you need to put an S at the end. Now, because he has more than one parent, you need to do the plural of parents, and then you're going to put the apostrophe afterwards. So anytime the word is plural, there are so many ducks in the lake. Okay, well, it's the ducks lake. The ducks, there's more than one, so it's ducks and then the apostrophe. What if we're talking about one duck? That duck is wearing a pair of rubber boots. Oh, that's because that's the duck's boots. That's only one duck. Only one duck is wearing rubber boots. So it would be duck apostrophe S. So let's look at this next one and see if you guys can help me. Why are the car's tires flat? So there is just one car because one car has 4 tires. So that's why tires is plural. Because if you guys ever see a car, there's 4 tires, and sometimes a big car will have more, but normal cars that we drive are going to have 4 tires. That's why that's plural. But that's only talking about one car. So if we're only talking about one car, then the singular of car is just car. So is the apostrophe going to go after car? Is it going to be car apostrophe S? Or is it going to be plural cars and then the apostrophe? Put it in the chat. Very good, Ray. Thank you. I'm going to give her a dojo point. You are correct. The answer is going to be car apostrophe S because there's only one car. All right, guys, that is it for your digital trifold. See, very simple. If you did not finish these 2 pages, what you need to do is you're going to need to finish it on your own. If you need the answers again, you can watch the YouTube video to go through the answers and pausing the video if you need more time. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to review for your comprehension practice test and your selection test. Now, your selection test is going to be on the story that you read this week, which is families working together. And there's going to be questions with your vocabulary. Now, some of you guys are asking, well, Ms. Park, I'm still having trouble with my vocabulary words. I'm taking my vocabulary practice test, but it's not really helping. Is there somewhere else I can go? Yes. If you're still having trouble, you're going to go to Wonders and you're going to click on words to know. We do this every Monday. So you can rewatch the video on Monday and I go over your vocabulary words for the week.
Words to know.
Here under words to know, you're going to get all of the words that you guys have for this week. And then you're also going to get the definitions under routine. So here's the example. You guys can click on the audio buttons. If they have videos, you can watch the videos. And then under the routine, it will give you the definition. So the definition of check, when you check something, you look at it closely to make sure it is right. There's where the definition is. All right. Oops. So I can't record as I go over the answers to your ELA tests, but don't forget, tomorrow, what you're going to do is you're going to click on to do.
To do.
You're going to click on my tests. And this is where you're going to go to take your test. Now, obviously, I'm not a student, so it's not showing for me, but you're going to see your 2 tests pop up here tomorrow.